Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a late, out of date, Raw review. Felt a little flat this week there, in my opinion. There, it's basically the same show we've had this past couple weeks, just a little cheaper kind of deal. Way cheaper, whatever. You had a Kevin Owens promo addressing Steve Austin, replying to the promo. He's gonna beat him up at WrestleMania. It would be more fun if Austin was on Raw, leading up to Mania. Um, if it was a match, then they could go on Raw and brawl a little bit, make it exciting. Then you have a match. But if it's just a brawl, then I guess they don't want to give away the brawl for free on television and then just do a brawl again kind of deal. So times are tough, folks. So Kevin Owens responds to the internet promo instead of, having a real wrestling program there, you know what I mean? But he responds to this. The promo's okay. He gives a stunner to a random cameraman that was there, obviously waiting to take the stunner or whatever there. So segment was okay, I guess. Very basic. Not what it could be. You could even have at least Austin appear on the Titantron and give him shit or something. Maybe he'll show up next week. I don't know. I hope. First match, Damian Priest defeated Finn Balor. Again, a rematch. This was non-title, I guess. There was outside interference by Austin Theory. After the match, Theory jumps in the ring, attacks Finn Balor. So, is Damian Priest gonna fight Finn Balor again at Mania? He already fought him like 6 times. I don't know. So it's a little flat seeing the same match again. The belt's not on the line or whatever. And Austin Theory has a thing happening with McAfee. So what's the point here with Austin Theory? I don't even know why he's here involved in this. Second match, Omos defeats Commander Aziz. Like a King Kong versus Godzilla match kind of deal. Not much more moves than Kong and Godzilla there. Short match. You probably wouldn't want it to be any longer there. At one point, the commander is about to do a suplex. Omos lifts him in suplex position. He stops. Then he lifts him up more and like a suplex body slam kind of deal. Like lifting him up, stopping midair, and then lifting him again. That requires power. You know what I mean? Lifting him. I don't know if he was supposed to lift him all the way through, but he stops in an awkward position. And this guy's fucking big there, Aziz or whatever, but he fucking lifts him all the way up. Fucking, you know, Omos is a fucking giant there, so he's gonna be stronger than the average guy. But, that was a display of strength or whatever. Match was kind of crappy, but it was okay for these two big behemoths or whatever there. Third match, Liv Morgan defeated Zelina Vega. in the filler throwaway shit match there. You had hot women there, and Rhea Ripley looking fucking huge compared to these other women. Her face, fuck, their jaw is like this big. It's like, holy fuck, like a cyborg or something. I don't know. Like the Terminator. Fuck, she's bigger than Arnold, it looks like. Then you had Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens, a promo. Out of nowhere, Seth Rollins wants a match with Kevin Owens, and if he wins, he gets to interview Austin. This shit don't even make sense, honestly. Like, so Rollins and Owens are together. They form this friendship. They lose a tag team match, and that's it. They're no longer friends. They're wrestling for retarded reason. Like, Owens, it's already advertised. Him at WrestleMania, like Sonya Deville. The match is on. If Rollins wins, it's stupid. There, it's obvious Rollins ain't winning. Austin just made a promo. Like, it's advertised for Mania. What's the fucking point of this? Stupid. This fuck. What's the point of putting them together and it ends like this? This is fucking ridiculous. Was this Austin thing really planned? Like, what's the point of having Owens and Rollins together? And it ends like this? I don't know. Unless Rollins apologizes. I'm sorry, I was desperate, and they keep being friends. I don't know what the fuck is happening here, there, but weird booking or whatever. Fourth match, the Mysterios attack, or they defeat the Hurt Business. You had Miz and Logan Paul on commentary. They attack them after the match. Miz goes to hit his finish. This time Ray gets out of it. They end up in a 2-on-1 against Logan Paul. He's about to take the 619. Miz pulls him out or whatever. This was okay there. Edge cut a promo, you know, more about how he's on top of his perch or whatever. Nobody's gonna judge him, especially not AJ Styles. Like this one was a little cheaper. Like, it wasn't really good. Like, it was a promo, but he wasn't really saying anything here. You know, it's obvious they're just wasting time. Until next week. Just go out there and say nothing for 4 or 5 minutes, and we'll call it a night, basically. There's storyline progression, but there's no progression kind of deal. It wasn't terrible, but fifth match, Bianca Belair defeats Doudrop for the 45th time there. I enjoyed the first match there, but we've seen it. Becky Lynch attacks Bianca after the match. Again, we've seen it. But the attack was okay there. Then we had a face-to-face there. The Street Profits challenging RK Bro. Randy refused, but Riddle accepted or whatever, and they talked, and then Orton accepted. So that's that, I guess. And then they have the match, not much of a segment, really. Like, I won the match, okay. Orton reluctantly accepts or whatever. Not much storyline here or whatever. We need a match for Mania, dude. So, Then it leads to a match, Riddle against Montez Ford. Alpha Academy interferes, so it's not going to be a one-on-one match or one team against another team or Alpha Academy involved. Is it yet another multi-tag team match? I think I would prefer just RK Bro against Street Profits instead of having another triple tag team or quadruple. Just have a fucking match there. Seventh match, Owens defeated Seth Rollins in this goofy stipulation match. It's obvious he was winning. Match was okay, but it was stupid there, this match. No point or whatever. Overall, like I said, some of it was okay, but a filler and rematch, cheaper version of what we've seen last week. Not a very entertaining show, to be honest. The big segments were pretty basic and weird, and the rest was filler garbage. So 4.75 out of 10, folks. Not a terrible show, but this didn't feel like a big mania, show or whatever. It's just like, the shows in a few weeks. This week we don't have much there. Next week, hopefully, it'll be better kind of situation. Little bit of that news, folks. So apparently, WWE teased Cody Rhodes during the final match there. So Corey said Seth Rollins, he has nothing at Mania. His hopes and dreams have been dashed. It could be a hint or it could not. Like, why would they say the word dashed out of nowhere? It's not like a word that gets used. Your plans are screwed. Who uses the word dashed for this? There, it's possible it's a tease. It's possible it's not, or whatever. According to Dave Meltzer, there a big quote from Meltzer. He's coming. I mean, that's it. He's wrestling set at Mania, unless something changes, of course, folks. And there's 3 weeks till Mania. There's plenty of times for Meltzer to change his story. He's going to be there. He won't be there. It's a match. It's not a match. He's on the book. He's wrestling Seth Rollins. He's wrestling Seth Rogen. Eventually, something might stick and he might be right. If he's not right, then plans change. It's right here in the quote, unless something changes. But then he follows up, folks. I am sure not watching this, not thinking anything's changing. Is this what they call a double negative or whatever? I sure am not watching this, not thinking anything's changing. You can just say, I don't think it's changing or whatever. How they do it, I think they may end up doing the Hardys thing where they're coming and they don't announce it and they just show up the day of the show. They may be doing that one. We don't know if he's coming or whatever there, and just reading these fucking Meltzer quotes about Cody Rhodes there, it's enough to make your head spin or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, if he shows up, he shows up. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Plans change. Plans can stay the same. At this point, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, Cody Rhodes is not that big a deal there. Like, AEW fans, oh, Cody Rhodes, he wants to crush the hopes and dreams of WWE fans. He's not going to show up. It's going to hurt them. The only people who think Cody is a big deal is AEW fans. WWE fans have been calling him a mid-carder since fucking AEW started. Nobody is asking for Cody to come in with the golden treatment. Nobody thinks he should beat Roman Reigns or Brock or anything like this. You know what I mean? Like, maybe for the war, it's something they took away Cody Rhodes or whatever. But then, what do you do with him? Intercontinental champ or something? I don't know. Um, maybe when Roman retires and uh, Drew McIntyre goes away and Brock is finished, and maybe Cody can win if he sticks around long enough or something. That's if he comes back. And if he doesn't come back, it's not going to hurt my feelings because I don't give a shit about him. If I don't have to see his fucking goofy face, listen to his shitty promos, I'll be happy either way. Like, fuck him, you know what I mean? There's a next WWE doctor. His name is Chow or something. He thinks Big E's career may be over. He's not saying it's for real. Look, it is over. He says it may be over. Apparently, the C1 fracture, sometimes it don't heal properly, and it might be the end of his career. This doctor thinks, he doesn't have, you know, he's not the one working on Big E or whatever, but, if you hear this from a legit doctor, it doesn't sound good there. Hopefully he's gonna be okay. Rampage, folks. They got their viewership in. They're 526,000. At least they got 500K, which looks better than 400. I guess that's a plus. Apparently, Turner, that's all they wanted originally was 500. Apparently, folks. So if they get 500K, it's on Friday at 10 o'clock or whatever. It's okay. Turner, they don't mind wasting money on Friday. It's okay. They lose millions of dollars. Nobody watched the show. It's fine. It's good for the timeline. I mean, the time there. It's cheap, is what it is, folks. It's cheap number. You know what I mean? The Hardys made an appearance. Jeff Needle Mover Hardy or whatever, he comes back. He's on Rampage. You would expect a bigger viewership, but they got 20,000 less than the week before. Jesus Christ. I don't know who can Tony Khan bring back. Maybe he can bring back Bruce Lee from the dead or something. Bring back Michael Jackson or do something. I don't know what the fuck you're going to do, but these are shitty numbers. It's embarrassing. The fact that these fans, they don't even watch it themselves. They just make excuse every week for it. Why even bother? Like, seriously, get this shit off television. It's a waste. Why waste matches on this? The fuck out with this trash there. According to Fightful, Elias filmed some vignettes, but it doesn't mean anything, folks. And there's talks he might get a new name, a name change. Butch Jr. That's what you need. Butch and Butch Jr., folks. Um, According to Eric Bischoff, there he says AEW, they don't do compelling stories, and I fully agree with him. They're basically, it's a long ass fucking quote, and I ran out of paper on my fucking page here. There ran out of space, but the gist of it there, no compelling story to draw in the audience. The fact that the show has plateaued viewership wise proves this point. You need compelling stories to bring in viewers. Basically, he says AEW, they don't know how to tell story, and there's no story. Like Punk and MJF, him doing a bunch of callbacks to Ring of Honor, to his old match. Apparently, him and MJF, the dog collar match, it was a callback to a match of him and Raven in the dog collar match. It's him with blood, the white shorts, the dog collar match. It's him and Raven. No wonder nobody understands this. Some random match against Raven that nobody's seen apart from virgins or whatever. No wonder nobody understands. Right? Like, what's the point of this? Seriously. Not only was he ripping off Bret Hart stuff, now he's just rehashing his old material, basically. Like, what was this? A tribute to himself? He loves himself so much that he recreated an old match with Raven. Shouldn't his feud with MJF be original there? Wasn't this a feud that the fans wanted, apparently? Because they're both good on the mic. So why not do something original? Why recycle an old fucking match from indie wrestling that nobody watched? This is fucking stupid. Like, ridiculous. You know what I mean? So I agree big time with what Eric Bischoff was saying. Tony Khan don't know jack shit about booking or telling stories. He says the fans want stories. Tokyo Dome matches, 4-star match might be good enough for this weirdo crowd. He didn't say that there, but it's not good enough to attract more viewers. Completely agree. They want to be Ring of Honor and recreate stuff from Ring of Honor instead of coming up with original stories. You're going to attract Ring of Honor sized audience eventually. You know what I mean? Why try to be indie when every indie company fucking fails? Like, what's the point of this? It's pathetic. So that's about it, folks. I opened up a new Facebook group for shits and giggles there. Right now, the group is just called Wrestling Friends. I had no idea what to call it there. It's not a thing that I'm leaving YouTube and going to Facebook. It's just a place to fuck around. If I want to upload a 2-minute video talking about the video game or something, I can do that. Interact with other wrestling fans. I mean, I want to make friends with fellow wrestling fans. Wrestling friends. I mean, I'll try to keep it open longer than 2 weeks, folks. I mean, until next time, but no promise. Until next time, peace. Ah!